What's up, everyone?
What is going on? We are back
For another Sunday. We got beer now.
Yeah, we got beer.
It's been a crazy damn week. NBA Finals is over. Golden State. Champions.
My prediction was right again.
Yep, Tyler's up 100%. Something that we kind of talked about, if we just kind of graded or counted our predictions.
We can do a counter for like the month.
Yeah, or I would say like just a season.
Yeah. We're thinking about bringing that in to give you guys more of an interaction. Right now, I'm up 2.
I'm 1.
You got 1.
Yeah,
you got the East prediction correct.
But other than that, though, there's some exciting stuff still going on. Jersey, what we talked about last week.
Yes, it is currently in the shipment process. It's taking a little bit longer because it's custom. We expected that, but it'll be here first week of July, and then after that, Eddie's going to be running the show all through July with himself or somebody else. Probably won't be just the same person every time. That being said, I'll be busy doing other stuff for work for the whole month of July. He should be available for most of it. He'll probably push out 3 to 4 episodes. But planning on getting another one out after this one. Should be good. We shouldn't have any issues. Just not so much unexpected, but wasn't expecting what is about to happen so quickly. With that being said, the Warriors won the finals.
It was a crazy turn of events. Boston
could not handle.
They couldn't catch up once they went down 3-2.
They did that twice.
Yeah, and Boston couldn't capitalize. What's crazy is that this whole finals, Jason Tatum did not seem like it was.
His shoulder was bothering him. I wouldn't
True,
be
but
surprised at all
ultimately, though, it's the finals, man. This is the grand stage.
Curry, in a way, had a messed up ankle probably.
Yeah, like, this was the main stage to show out, to ball out. And, Steph, at the end of the day, took it away. Steph killed it. Kind of doubted everyone saying, we don't have Kevin Durant. Who needs him? Steph Curry, let's go ahead and drop some 40 pieces. Shot.
Dropped 34 in the final game.
Yeah, that one shot that Steph took about half court, right by logo, was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And there's a picture that's been circulating all over Golden State's social medias, and it's that picture of just Steph just throwing it up and nailing it
over and over, and they couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
The fuck you Draymond chants bit them in the ass.
Draymond had his best game of the postseason, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he used it to his advantage.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I was not expecting Draymond to ball out like he did, and he
stepped up. They played crazy defense. They held him under 100 points in the final game.
Yeah, the first 2 quarters, it seemed like Boston really couldn't figure out what was going on.
Marcus Smart was getting burned left and right.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that this whole postseason, Al Horford, he
fell asleep after game 1.
He was doing solid up until the finals, and then game 1 of the finals, Al Horford balled out. And game 2, game 3, game 4, and game 5, it was just...
It's quiet.
Yeah.
And even game 6 didn't do a damn thing.
Yeah.
It's like he almost emptied the gas tank into one game.
That was all I got, Coach. That's all I got.
He went game 7 for one series and then just...
But you know what, though?
Turned it off.
Golden State won it. They passed Chicago in championships. So,
yes. Now, Boston and Lakers still have,
17?
Warriors are at 7 now.
Yeah, Boston hasn't won a championship since 2008.
4 came from the 4 players that they've won them all with Iguodala, Green, Clay, and Curry have been around for all 4 championships. They've won, and the Warriors have taken over the decade, and plus some.
You know,
Half a decade plus some. The past 7 years, it's been Warriors. Since
Yeah.
2015 on, it's been Warriors have been in the conversation at some point. With a couple years here and there went by, but like other than that, last time Warriors almost had one in 2019. They almost people don't even realize 17, 18, 19. The Warriors are in the finals.
yeah.
So they had 3 back. They lost it 19. Kind of, had a shaky. Well, not even shaky. They just lost Clay. They lost Curry 1 year for most of the season. Draymond was gone for a lot of the season. Like 2020 was an ugly year for the Warriors, and then last year was just Clay was hurt all season again. They got Clay back this year towards the end. Clay, you could tell, didn't really have like full form up until like postseason. They didn't really let him ball out until postseason. Clay had an all-right postseason. He had a few games where he showed up, closed out the series a couple times in a couple of the postseason series.
Yeah, in 2018, Golden State did a sweep on Cleveland.
Yeah, like Golden
Yeah.
State has been, and then KD left after 2019 because he thought the Warriors were going to be nothing, and then here's KD ring chasing for 3 years, and Curry did it without him. He did it with Wiggins, Clay, Draymond, Jordan Poole, Kayvon Looney. Like he did it with the farm system, and still won a championship. I feel like that right now, him and LeBron are tied for championships, and now it's a race to see how many. Curry's younger, by the way.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really necessarily say that because LeBron has a lot more achievements than Curry.
LeBron
He has a lot more NBA All-Star. And
Curry's got it all now. The trophy case is full.
yeah, no, they have the same amount of rings, but at the end of the day, LeBron is way. I mean, it just
Decorated, yes, but Curry is also getting right there with him. I mean, Curry
not with the decorated like all around. I mean, with rings, yes. Now, I think ultimately that's what really matters. Everyone says that is like, oh, I got
who's
more
winning
rings
championship?
and all that, but I mean, it just all depends on how you really look at it.
For so many years, almost all of Curry's career, the media has been like, can Curry do it? Can Curry do it without having a big star? I mean, he did it. KD only showed up for one of them, or 2 of them, 17 and 18, which was beneficial for them. But like, you gotta think, 2015, it was Curry and what? Curry and Clay.
Yeah, it
This
was.
is the Splash Brothers in 2015.
It was cool to see Steph win it. I mean, by himself with. I mean, he had Clay. Clay really stepped up. If anybody really has been noticing, I've been
Defensively,
shitting on Clay.
Yeah, but
And-
offensively and defensively, he kind of started turning around.
Honestly, Game 3 and Game 5, Clay really surprised me a lot, and the way Clay played was awesome to see.
Yep.
It seemed like he kind of got back. I still believe that Clay's never been the same ever since that injury, but
He does have his moments. I feel as if next season's going to be his first full season back, hopefully.
yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. There's a lot that can happen in the offseason, and speaking of the offseason, and you mentioned LeBron actually
LeBron might
declined.
already said that he is thinking about it.
Yeah, he
And
declined
I
the
feel as
extension
if
that the Lakers offered.
Warriors are in a predicament right now. They got to sign Wiggins, Poole, possibly. I'm not saying it's happening because they haven't said anything yet. But LeBron has already speculated that if the Warriors offered, he would do it.
I don't think LeBron would go to Golden State.
It's been brought up.
You know where
on
I
multiple
think
occasions already.
I think where I think LeBron's gonna go.
Brooklyn with the
if
rest of them.
if the Lakers do not,
Back to the Cavs.
no, Miami,
Again.
back to Miami,
Oh, back to Miami. Miami's got the sauce.
back to Miami. Could you imagine?
Jimmy got screwed this year by his own teammates.
I'm just saying, could you imagine LeBron heading back to Miami?
He's gonna head back to either Cleveland or Miami.
I don't see Cleveland.
Cleveland is young and good again.
I know, but I see Miami.
No, if I'm LeBron, obviously you're trying to win the 5th ring. So, as seeing it from LeBron,
well, the thing is with the
Ben Simmons might not even be on Brooklyn anymore, so he might have a chance to go to Brooklyn.
The thing is that the West is like so deep, man.
Or Chris Paul probably not going to stick around with Phoenix. Does LeBron go to Phoenix?
No.
You know
I don't.
LeBron said his next team is where his kid's going.
That is true.
So, with that being said, what sucks, though, is he could say that all he wants, but if his kid ends up being number 1 overall and you're on a winning team, I don't see that happening.
I don't know, man. A lot of people, hell, I'm sure.
Is Bronny that good?
I think there's other prospects that are a lot better.
Is Bronny that good? Probably. He has one of the best basketball players as a dad.
Yeah.
So, when the time comes, what has Bronny got? 1 more year before he's drafted?
I think 1 or 2 more years, yeah.
It wouldn't shock me one bit. Media is going to be all over it. People are going to be like, oh, it's Bron's kid, and of course he's going to go number 1, yada, yada, yada. But you got to think about it like this. If you got someone like LeBron as your dad, do you really expect yourself to not be number 1 in the country?
Yeah.
Do you as a fan, look at it. You're looking at this monster of a human already in the league. You think he's not going to produce some unstoppable freaking force?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It would be...
He has a full-blown arena in his house.
That he does. Saw it in Space Jam.
It's ridiculous. Like, you really think he's not going to be one of the best players?
So, other than that, other news, there's already trades happening.
Yes.
NBA-wise.
NBA-wise, yes, blockbuster trade by Dallas. Boban's gone, plus some players, plus some picks to pick up.
Yeah, so Dallas traded away
Christian
Boban, Trey Burke, and Marquise Chris for Christian Wood to Dallas for the 26th pick in the 2022 draft as well. So Christian Wood, though, if we look at the stats, Christian Wood is averaging 17.9 points a game, 10.1 rebounds, and 2.3 assists.
Correct.
And that was over 68 games with Houston. A Houston team that honestly struggled.
Houston has a lot of young guys that this is not going to be the only guy that gets traded. Houston's about to be the poverty of the NBA, unfortunately.
It was kind of crazy because Houston, if we just think back,
Houston's going to do
3 to 5 years ago.
They're going to trade the whole farm system to be role players elsewhere, and they're going to try to pick up people like Ben Simmons, James Harden, probably come back. People like LeBron, they're going to shoot for LeBrons. They're going to shoot for big all-star type material players.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what else happens in the offseason. But you can already tell Dallas has a bad taste in their mouth. What happened?
Oh, Dallas could, if the Warriors weren't in the way, eliminate the Warriors from the West, and the West is wide open.
Yeah, the Mavs really, I think they had a bad taste in their mouth. What happened in the Western Conference Finals? Mavs are already saying, you know what? Let's start playing chess right now, while it's still early. Let's go ahead and pick up a young center.
Unfortunately for them, they need to pick up even Dallas. You might get yourself a Chris Paul. That would be really beneficial for Dallas.
I honestly think Dallas-wise,
to compete with Phoenix. Phoenix is going to sign somebody too.
Well, I honestly think Dallas really needed somebody big, somebody that can also shoot beyond the arc or mid-range, and Christian Wood definitely kind of fits in that profile.
Yeah.
So with Christian Wood adding to the Mavs, it sucks to see Boban leave. I'm a big fan of Boban, and but I'm looking forward to this upcoming season. It just ended.
Absolutely.
But other than that, NBA-wise, congratulations. Golden State.
Yes. Big champs.
Did you want to take a quick break? And
other than that, the Warriors assistant turned down the head coaching gig for the Hornets today. It was literally announced probably an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago now. That doesn't really pertain to y'all. Y'all are not going to hear this live, but yeah, I turned it down today. This is Saturday the 18th to give y'all an idea of when he turned it down.
Yep.
So this will probably be released tomorrow
morning.
Everyone to hear and listen to, because we're trying to keep it on a Sunday. We're
Sunday
recording
talks.
on Saturdays right now just because I'm on 12-hour shifts. Other than that, we're going to take a short break. So, MLB is the next segment. We are looking at
we're looking at an unstoppable Yankee team.
Yeah,
right
Yankees
now.
are just stomping everybody.
We're looking at
All-Star break's coming up, ain't it?
It is. We're looking at a Yankee team that is honestly probably going to win 110 games this season.
They're on pace, and Judge is on pace to possibly hit 50+
so
home runs.
The Yankees are they're 9-1 in their last 10, and
yeah, they're pretty nuts right now.
It's just absolutely insane to see, because Blue Jays are 37-27, and they're 11 games behind, man. 11 games behind the Yankees team, and they're 37-27. 37-27 honestly could be first place in a few of these divisions, so it's kind of crazy to see that.
Yeah, I mean, Giants are in the same boat. They're freaking...
Here's the thing, Padres...
Yeah, Giants are 36-27. They're sitting in third.
This is what the Padres have done the beginning of this season so far. They've swept the Giants. They've tied.
Oh, this is the first time since 2021.
Yeah.
The beginning of the season that Padres even held first place.
So
Dodgers got exposed by the Giants. They got swept by the Giants.
So this is the thing. Padres have swept the Giants. They've recently played again. I think it was kind of a tied series. Dodgers, they got swept by the Padres.
Yep.
The Dodgers have been getting a lot of clean sweeps in the division,
Yeah.
And the Padres are just looking pretty damn tough right now. If the Padres can keep this up, they already have the advantage against the Giants and the Dodgers.
Yes, as of right now. Giants, I'm so glad y'all stepped up and swept the Dodgers, because that is going to be one of the two teams to beat in order to be on top.
The Giants are only a few games behind the Dodgers, too. Yes. The one thing with the Padres is kind of hurting them. Tatis, his injury got pushed back. Yeah, pushed back even further. Out. Yeah. No, push back even further. So
I figured, because this dude has issues being able to stay.
So here's the thing. So he went to the doctor, did the X-ray. It's exactly not what the Padres health staff wanted to see. So now it's worse than they thought.
What did he do again?
Motorcycle. He was I don't know if he crashed. I can look it up, but he hurt himself while driving a motorcycle. Messed up his hand. Could you imagine that your team?
There we go. That's what
your team is having a solid start of a season, and you are not there.
You know what's sad is the fact they're gonna think of this. They are killing it and staying. They're at the top of the division without Tatis. He has been lineup wise unavailable for 2 seasons now.
I wouldn't put a full season.
No, not full season.
But right now, I would say I would say 1 full season, because given last year and this year, if we add the games up,
you know what's sad is they paid this dude 10-year contract.
Wasn't it 350?
It was one of the,
that's Manny. That's Manny's. That's Manny's.
No, even him at the time when they gave Tatis his contract, he was the highest, richest player in the league after the contract.
Yeah, not Mike Trout.
No, when they paid Tatis his contract,
oh,
he was signed before all these big-ass contracts started.
Yeah,
he was the reason why big contracts started happening.
Big Mike.
Yeah.
Mike Trout, though.
But what I'm saying is Tatis is top 10 highest paid player, and now going on year 2, you've missed almost the first half of a season. Last year you missed half a season. Like the
this
the
is half the
Padres-
season right here.
This is half the season, ain't it?
Yeah.
So he's missed half a season 2 years in a row now.
So Tatis, man,
He's only gonna play half a season now.
it's
the All-Star break starts
that's
on the 20th,
not even it's not half a season anymore. He's only gonna be able to play probably 20, 30 games because now they went to the injury just last week, and they said, hey, his hand has not healed enough. He can't play.
I mean, he's fucking doing shit that he's not supposed to be doing.
So he's probably out damn near the full length of the season.
Yeah, speaking of injuries, now that we're on that topic, Anthony Rendon is out for the rest of the season for surgery.
Mm.
The Angels
and
are
also,
down a man.
And also Schwarber.
What the fuck happened to Schwarber?
Schwarber left practice
but he's
due to
out
his shoulder, and they put him on IR, I believe.
But for the whole season?
Not for the whole season,
Okay.
but he's
no,
out.
But like it was confirmed yesterday, Rendon gone for the season. The Angels are looking like the Angels all over again. They're losing their best guys.
You know what sucks?
All over again.
Is that
And it's like
when they
release
released their City Connect, the Angels.
they look
No, you know what? It gives me Angels in the Outfield vibe.
yeah.
And the memes are just like Angel season. We need this person. Just like
The
I was
Angels
like, damn.
right now have to pray that Mike Trout doesn't get hurt like he did last year.
He's already been hurt with the groin injury.
So Mike Trout needs to stay healthy because you're already down one man. Ohtani needs to just be Ohtani and keep up what he's doing because they're winning when he plays.
It can't be all
It was
Ohtani.
brought up though that he goes 14 games almost sometimes in between,
With what?
like
Hitting?
performance.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like he has key slumps. But
Speaking of the AOS though, what were we about to say? Excuse me.
Angels are on they already got rid of their coach, but then they lose their all-star. Like
Yeah.
they're already down bad. It's not looking good.
And you just got passed up by the Rangers.
And you're getting passed up by a team that's not supposed to be passing you up. Like the Angels were predicted to be numero uno.
No, Astros are.
No, I meant like they hype up the Angels all the damn time, talking about how they should be at the top, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And they never are. They're just they have all these really good young players, and they don't do anything.
Yeah, it's pretty damn sad. But speaking of the AOS, Rangers did pass up the Angels. Angels in their last 10, they are 6-4.
What's sad about that division though is everyone has a losing record, but the Astros.
No doubt.
Terrible division.
The Rangers, though, in the last 4 games have been absolutely exciting. A lot of comebacks. Rookie Duran hit an amazing double right down the right field line and won the game against Detroit. They're losing today. But regardless of the fact, though, Rangers, they're on the right track. The bullpen is starting to step up. Their bats are starting to connect.
Yeah, they're looking right now. The Rangers are looking, based on how the division is playing out, like if the Angels keep up the way they're playing, the Rangers might get themselves a little wild card slot.
I fully believe that if the Rangers just keep kind of on this track, it's gonna be all right.
They got some good stuff coming their way.
But
with that being said, once we are done talking about divisions and stuff, I mean the Guardians are kind of keeping up too. Sheesh.
The Guardians have came back. The White Sox, we kind of said
they got Quan back, and dude, he's making crazy outfield plays again.
White Sox, we said it last week. We said it the week before that. We even said it the week before that.
You know who's
White Sox have
very not. Wow, 35-30, and they're in almost last place. That is wild to me. The AL East is interesting.
If you remember what I said, 37-27, and they are 11 games behind.
What are they? 48 and 16. It's like you play the Yankees are finally doing what they've been expected to do for like the past 5 years.
This is like the Yankees from 2000 to 2010.
The 2009 Yankees, man.
Yeah.
This reminds me a lot of.
Yeah, but that whole 10-year span.
It took them this long though to get back to.
Well,
them.
I mean, they've been pretty damn
No,
well. But they haven't had a.
Like 2016, they had a strong run.
Well, they haven't had a start like this though.
No, since 2009.
They've only lost 7 games at home.
They haven't looked this strong.
7 games at home. That's
like they're beasts. When you look at that line, look, what's crazy is the one game that we get to watch the Yankees. Me and him went. The one game that me and him went to go see the Yankees. We're talking the whole freaking lineup was striking out the whole damn game. It was like a 2-0 game for like it was like, are you shitting me? I've come to watch bombs and not a single one of you didn't hit a bomb.
It was cool to see though. We were right by home plate, and
but I feel
Stanton.
as if the Yankees, when they played the Royals, when we watched them play, I know for a fact Rizzo was swinging for the fences like every time.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Going over to National League, Mets are still up there, but the Braves have surprised just about everyone.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty
Braves
sure
went on a 14-game run, man. They were
just last week, or excuse me, almost 2 weeks ago, the Braves were almost 10 games behind the Mets. The Braves have inched that closer to a half, about 5.5 games behind the Mets.
Yeah, Mets are looking still unstoppable as all hell.
And Phillies, though.
Yeah,
Phillies have won their last.
So Philly, I'm always rooting for the Phillies because I like the players on that team.
Well, here's the thing, Philadelphia is just that city that's just.
They get so hyped.
They get so hyped. They don't care.
It's entertaining to watch.
They will yell. They will say whatever it is.
And the players are probably one of the most enthusiastic lineups I've ever seen.
Yeah. So I mean, Philadelphia has been doing great.
They're perfect primetime team to watch.
Well, yeah. Ever since getting rid of Joe Girardi, like he's gone now.
Yeah. And
Philadelphia said, you know what? Let's turn it around, guys.
I feel as if they didn't like him because
here's the thing.
Like they didn't like him.
So the Yankees stepped away from him, right? And he was well with the Yankees, but here's the thing: the past 5-6 years with the Yankees,
they didn't look that hot.
No, and it could just because of Joe.
Sometimes coaches they just they settle, they get comfortable. I mean, no offense to the Giants, but I think. Before Bochy left, Giants had that formula with Bochy, but like the game changed.
Yeah.
The game changed as Bochy was aging in the manager world, and you can just tell. Like Bochy came up in an era where you left your pitcher in.
Yeah.
Now, if a pitcher exceeds 85 pitches.
Boom.
You get all these freaking people. Yeah, Bochy never did that. Bochy, that's the reason why Matt Cain threw a perfect game. That's why Mad Bum was Mad Bum in the playoffs. Like, that's why they call him Mad Bum, because the dude would just sit on the mound and just be like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not coming out. Now you only see a couple of players here and there. If they feel good, they'll be like, no. But even then, you'll see these players say no, and the coach is like, guess what? I'm looking at the bullpen.
He's been warming up the past 2 innings, bud.
Yeah,
so,
you're done.
But
I think it's smart, but the game has changed. So like people like Joe and even Joe Madden, who got fired as well, they came up in a different era of baseball. And some of these managers now, they've adapted to it, and some haven't. But
yeah,
we're gonna bring up the Brewers, I think.
Yeah. So the Brewers,
their Brew Crew jerseys. Let me tell you, I'm not even a Brewers fan, but it's another team where I like the players on that team. And the players, one of my favorite players, I even have his jersey as a Giants jersey. McCutchen is on that team right now.
Well, I'm a huge fan of Christian Yelich.
Yeah, Yelich is a freaking beast as well.
He's a stud.
So humble. I like those two players specifically just because of how humble.
Well, I mean, I also really love closer Josh Hader.
Yes, like that
Like,
team. It's just a team that you root for.
Yeah.
Like if you want to watch good baseball, watch them.
Yeah, I'm a huge Brewer. They're awesome. I mean, there's nothing.
Now, when
and I
they
hate
put the Brew Crew, maybe it's just me as a man, but like to just see that on a jersey.
Well, honestly though, So I'm a fan, but they kind of look like a softball jersey that you just go into a beer league.
I think that's why I like it. I'm not gonna lie,
No pun intended, guys.
No pun intended, but it looks like a beer league jersey. I think that fits perfectly with Milwaukee, though.
Now, I just wish it was still named Miller Park. You know?
What is it now?
Well, it's the American.
Yeah, Miller Park is different.
Oh no, it does. But
like how when the Giants changed to Oracle and they used to be AT&T, everyone still calls it AT&T. It's weird.
American Family Field.
Yeah, no, everyone probably still calls it Miller though.
So I am a fan.
The jersey looked amazing.
A couple episodes ago, we did rank our favorite City Connects of right now.
That's a top.
That's
two.
been released.
That's top 2.
Brew Crew is pretty top 3 for me. It's probably my third.
Colorado's
are still my favorite.
I've seen them in action.
They're beautiful.
As a player, though, the white kills me.
The white,
you
yeah,
lose
but
the ball.
I would wear the shit out of that jersey.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I would wear it as an everyday.
Now,
I'd wear it to
I've
the
been
pool.
thinking about it.
I'd wear it just buying groceries.
Now, here's me. I'm thinking about it. And I'm thinking about it. And thinking about it. And been thinking about it a lot. We're really rolling with it. It just hasn't came off my mindset. But I really want to start a jersey line.
What do you mean?
For the pod. And we're talking,
Let's argue?
Yeah, like a City Connect color
Oh,
scheme.
shit.
Yeah. Not City Connect for teams, but I'm just saying like
City Connect for right
color
here.
rush.
Let's
Different
argue.
colorways for Let's Argue. I feel as if we can run with this. But me as a fan of baseball, I kind of want to collect the City Connects.
Yeah, but that's pricey.
It's pricey, but
I mean, you're driving
I want to
hundreds.
get a City Connect.
You're driving hundreds.
Yeah, I want to get
Like
a City
just alone,
Connect.
there's like already like 14.
You ever heard of Afterpay?
All right.
Anyways, City Connect of each favorite player. That'd be dope. You have to admit.
Let me just log on to Fanatic right now. Let me order all 14 City Connects Afterpay.
Even then, it would still be kind of up there. Anyways, one at a time, here and there.
But no,
I get my favorite teams.
I am a fan of the Brew Crew. I did like the Angels because it reminded me. If growing up, my 2 favorite baseball, obviously Sandlot. I'm not even gonna mention that because that should be everyone's favorite. But we're good.
Sorry guys, we were checking the time.
But I love watching Angels in the outfield. Rookie of the Year, good one, and Major League. Like those are some of my favorite baseball movies. Just kind of just on the top of the head.
Yeah, now that I think about it, since last good baseball movie, 42.
Oh, 42 was absolutely amazing.
That was like the last one I could think of off the top of my head. That was a good sports movie. There hasn't been one in a long time.
Yeah, I
There's
can't
been
think.
shows. There's been some good shows that have came out. But,
Yeah, I can't think of a good.
But a baseball movie that's hit, like that doesn't go all the way back. I mean, besides Moneyball, that's getting kind of old now. We need a new baseball story. There's got to be one.
I don't think
There
it's
is
done.
No, you know
I
what?
don't
There
think
is
it's
one
done.
coming out. There's a Derek Jeter.
Oh yeah,
movie coming
yeah,
out.
I did see that. Yeah.
Me and him.
Well, it's almost like it's almost
as
gonna
a
be
baseball
like
player growing up. I'm 25. He's 26.
But
Growing
it's-
up, whenever you were playing in the infield anywhere and you jumped, everyone said Jeter.
Yeah,
Jeter.
it was like Kobe R.I.P. Whenever you were picking up the balls and
You're just throwing it in a bucket
Shag
on a
'em.
baseball field, but everyone's saying Kobe.
yeah,
But
no, I did play second base, never played shortstop, but yeah, even
anytime you jump,
whenever I was trying to turn two and I jumped, Jeter, just fire.
everyone. But like, what's crazy is his jump throw wasn't like nothing. Like you don't hear somebody.
Yeah, but here's the
Machado
thing, though.
probably
Do
has
you
the
not
biggest
remember?
rocket.
I can't remember what year it was, but MLB, was it the show? I don't think it was the show. No, it was MLB. It was 2K.
It was
Baseball.
big something.
Yeah, but do you remember when Jeter was on the cover and they did the jump?
Yes.
And you
2K,
kind of
yeah.
really only saw his stomach
was
up, and you could
legendary.
tell. Like,
it was legendary.
yeah, no, Jeter will forever go down as one of the best players to ever do it. Same thing with
before Trout, Jeter was the face of the MLB.
Yeah, now it's Trout, Ohtani.
Yeah, Otani's the big time face.
I just like rubbed my neck and I just touched that. I was like, shit. Oh, sorry.
You probably got a lot of feedback.
Headphone warning. Okay. But yeah, Trout I would say is the face. Ohtani. Who? Aaron Judge.
Judge right now is going to be the new home run king. I think.
It used to be Altuve, but
you know
he
what's
just
sad
kind of
is like the only one that's super close, right? Like
to what, be in the face?
super duper close to breaking the home run record. I'm not saying like he's like 5 away, but like
Well, like you talking about like in a single season or all time?
all time. Pujols is the only one close to it, and I think the only player capable right now is Aaron Judge.
That's a lot of home runs, man.
I know, but Judge is putting up numbers, man.
He is putting up numbers, but
Putting up
it just
big numbers, and he's averaging like 40 a year.
Yeah,
He's up there. He's getting there. He's getting there. He's got to play at least 15 plus seasons, but
Speaking of, like, since we're kind of talking about reminiscing and all that, did you see Alfonso Soriano? Whenever I don't know if you watched the latest Chicago versus Braves game, but
no, I didn't.
he's jacked. Like,
I'm
the
starting
dude
to notice
is a damn.
MLB is getting back towards its getting
the
ripped
dude,
and
the
big
dude
again.
is a
'Cause
stud.
look at Judge, you look at Stanton.
Well, Judge is
Fucking football
Judge
players,
is like damn
man.
near 7 foot.
They
and
shouldn't be on a baseball field, but they are, and they're killing it.
the like, if you guys know this, like a couple of years ago, like Judge standing next to Altuve,
It looked like
it just looked
Altuve
like
looked like a child.
yeah, it was absolutely insane. Aaron Judge, I mean, how tall is he? Isn't he 6'7"? Yeah.
He's a basketball player on
Um,
a baseball field.
I mean, hell, even Carlos Stanton is
He's
massive.
just as big.
No, I think Stanton's like
He's like an
6'4".
inch shorter. No, Stanton's like 6'6". Like he's a big ass motherfucker, bro.
God.
I'm telling you, they got some jolly green giants on that team.
But other than that, the City Connects. I pray and hope that the Rangers, when they release theirs, is noise. Okay, they already released those teal baby blues that
Dodgers are butt ugly.
Dodgers are
That
not
dark
that nice.
ass fucking blue looks terrible.
Here's the thing:
They just went blue.
I'm
like
sorry.
City Connect.
the best two,
Colorado is sitting there.
Colorado and Chicago White Sox. That South Side,
Yeah, that south side's pretty fire.
damn.
Yeah.
Like
That's just
that is just that is fire.
Now,
Arizona's
they're pretty nice too.
Diamondbacks.
I think right now, Brew Crew, any man right now is like, I kind of wish I was a Brewers fan.
You know what? I did see when they unveiled it, like everyone in the comments was like, damn, I wish I was kind of a Brewers fan. You know? I'm not even a Brewers fan, but I love this fucking jersey.
Like the jersey's
Like,
fire.
I might even buy it. I don't know.
Like the only thing that kind of I didn't understand the MKE. That I get it, Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But that just didn't add up for me. Someone's calling me.
But you know, I'm so glad that MLB is starting to do this. It's getting the youth back involved. You know, the fun, the kind of swagger, I would say, right? Like, I mean, because everybody loves to look nice. Everyone loves to support something, especially their hometowns.
I would definitely get me a Brew Crew.
Yeah, but for like the past, when I was growing up, it's been the exact same Texas Ranger stuff. I'm sure for you, it's been the exact same San Francisco Giants
City Connects
stuff.
like really disappointed me. They really just went with like a solid white.
But I get that the Giants would do that because of how. Here's the thing, and I'm not going to try to bring NFL into this, but I am. So the Eagles just released their new logo for their like uniforms,
speaking of that, NFL.
and it looks like a child wrote it. Okay,
Yeah.
It says Eagles, and it has like 2 pieces on the sides that are missing. And here's the thing: when something is so iconic, like the Giants or Texas Rangers or something like that, like you don't change something that's not like broken. Like Milwaukee Brewers, they did the Brew Crew because that's what they always have called the Brewers. Brew Crew. You know what I mean? So Giants, the Angels, I like it because it takes us back, and it's like simple but elegant. I think it's the best way to say it. Simple but elegant.
I would definitely still get me a City Connect because it's like they might not keep it for very long.
No, yeah, and here's the thing: if it's like once it goes away and it's not selling in the MLB shops, that shit's gonna be expensive.
Oh, people will frame it.
Oh yeah.
People will frame it.
If I got a Brew Crew, I'd be Yelich, holla.
Yeah, I'd probably get me a Yelich or somebody from there.
But hey, real quick, speaking of Milwaukee, Lorenzo Cain. He's on, I think they're calling it designated agreement.
He's getting DFA'd, more than likely.
Yeah, so
it hasn't happened yet, but he's going to get DFA'd.
He is possibly going to go back down to the minors. So it's kind of sad to see that, especially Lorenzo Cain. I mean, everything that he's done in the league. We're kind of looking at it just like what happened with Robinson Cano, how he was asked to step down.
He actually went to the minors, and he's actually doing it.
Yeah, so, I mean, here's the thing, though. When you're averaging a batting average of 99 or barely 100, that is terrible. I mean...
Yeah.
But I think that's it for MLB. You have anything else you want to add?
No, there really isn't a whole lot to add. It did come out, NFL. We're just going to do a small segment on that because there's not a whole lot going on. Ron Rivera has been fined, and the Washington Commanders practices have been taken away from them for doing excessive practice, and the Dallas Cowboys as well got the same exact fine. Not practices taken away.
Yeah, Mike McCarthy got fined last year and this year for having practices that are way too physical.
Way too physical. I guess players are getting up slow, looked like they were hurt, stuff like that. Yada. Other than that, that's like small NFL news.
There's really not much going on.
Nothing going on yet. Debo still hasn't been paid, but he's been showing up. So that's a good sign. Looks like he's going to play.
I do want to add this in. If you guys would love to kind of like branch out, no, we kind of keep with the Sunday talk with MLB, NBA, NFL. But there's some awesome fights that are coming up.
Yes.
UFC-wise, for instance, something that's going to happen in the beginning of July. Mm-hmm. We both kind of express interest. We want to know what you guys think. If you guys maybe would love us to talk about, potential fight that's coming up, mm-hmm. maybe get our predictions and whatnot. But
we're coming up on our final minute, guys. So
we're
going to dive into it right now. Stay tuned for the jersey. The announcement will be made. We have yet to decide what we are going to do and how we're going to pick somebody. We may just freaking hit up somebody and be like, hey man, you want the jersey? Yes, no. You want the jersey? Yes, no. We might just do it at random.
But we definitely will let you guys know.
We will let you know how we want to do this. We might do a live feed for it. We've
Possibly.
been suggested to do the live feed.
Possibly.
We have to see how many of you tune in.
Also, it is Father's Day weekend.
Oh, this is for all the fathers out there.
Shout out to every baseball dad, football, NBA, basketball dad, anybody.
Don't forget to give a phone call tomorrow.
Yep, I definitely have to shout out my dad. He made, not made, but suggested I play baseball when I was 7, 8 years old, and I found a love that I wish I still had, and wish I was still playing.
Still, lately, I still want to get on a ball field some way, somehow.
Oh, I would. There's nothing better than getting on a diamond that just got laid out with chalk, fresh cut grass.
Yep. Other than that, guys, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
One love.
This will be released tomorrow. Other than that, don't forget to stay tuned. Eddie will be running the show with a couple other guests here in the near future. Other than that, thank you for listening.
One love.